A very good evening to everyone, and today I'm back with a few more points like how you need to build your professional career in any of the organization. So yesterday I have told you like how you can get into an IT job, like what are the key things you should have in order to get into an IT company, and once you get into that, how you should be for your first 2 years, and why there should not be any expectations when you are working in any organization. And these are all the few points I have shared with you yesterday, and continuation with that I just want to add few more points for that. And today I would like to tell when you joined in an organization, when you are continuing your work there, the very first thing you should know is you should not have any kind of egos when you are working in a team, because I'll tell you when ego rises. So the same kind of experienced guy is also working in your team, and when you see that person, he is not doing his work. He's very free. He don't have his work, or he might have completed his task, or something else might have happened. But you are like too much with your work, and you have lot of work to do. So what kind of feeling comes in your mind is like, even though we both have same experience, why should I only have all this work? Why don't he? Why our managers or lead is not assigning this work to the other person? Like at this point of time, a kind of ego rises in you. So I'll tell you what happened when ego rises. Your productivity decreases, like the same kind of feeling. Why I should do this? That's okay. I'll postpone it, or I'll do it later. I'll spend some of my time with other things now. So this is the kind of thing happens when ego rises in your mind. Okay, so there won't be any good relationship you can build in your team, and the kind of a negative impact in your team. So there should not be any egos when you are working in a team, and you are working as a team. And I'll tell you one more thing. uh, don't lose your self-respect, because many may think like ego is nothing but self-respect or something. It is completely different. There is a thin line between ego and self-respect. Try to understand it very clearly. So self-respect is, I'll tell you one example. Your manager or lead have given you some work, and he keep on giving you some work, and you are doing it. That's okay, you should do that. Okay, so when he is asking you to do some external works other than the organization, or if you feel like he is treating you as a slave, or he's using some other kind of words on you irrespective of your work or anything, at that time be very careful. It may impact it may affect your self respect. So be very careful. Ego is something very different from self respect. Be very careful about those two things. There should not be any ego. Don't let your ego rise within you, and don't let your self respect down. Okay, these are the very two things you should have in your mind when you are working in an organization. And the very next thing is, there are two kind of people in an organization. Okay, so there are both negative people and positive people. Like these kind of positive people, they always encourage you, always supports you, always helps you to grow in your life, like your seniors or your team members. Yes, there are many people who will help you in many terms in any kind of organization, but there are few people, negative kind of people. I'll tell you what they'll do. They always do. They'll complete their work. Once they complete their work, once they are free, their free time they use themselves to give negative impact about the work or about that particular organization to others. So how it happens, I'll tell you. So once he completes his work, he'll sit behind any of the trainee or fresher, because he is the one who can hear me, who can listen to me. He may sit behind them, and he'll start telling like, this is the I don't like this company at all. I just want to put down my papers, or I just want to resign from here, and I want to shift to some other company. I'm trying for that. Maybe in couple of days I'll do that. I'll put down my papers. In this way, he always used to tell to many people. but I'll tell you, those kind of people never leave the organization at all, but their words impacts the other people very negatively, and it impacts a lot, like it impacts a lot to the other people. That's the one thing. Don't get impacted with such kind of negative words or negative people, because it ruins your productivity, and it definitely ruins your professional career if you listen to them, and if you trying to switch your job for your initial days. So this is a very important thing. Just keep this in mind. And there are also few people, those who are very nice to you, those who are very they behaves like they are helping you like anything, but be careful, they may take advantage of you. Okay, be very smart with them. Don't give your control to them at all. And there are people, those who are very serious, and those who always want you to work, to complete the work. They are very very serious or very strict towards you. They never talk with you in a very polite manner or anything. But don't consider them like they are negative people. Please don't consider them in that way, because they are very serious about the work. They are very serious about the productivity. Most of the people, if they are very serious about their job, they will be in that way, but based on the pressure they are feeling from the higher higher officials, or so they may behave for that particular time, but don't come to a conclusion that they are negative people. Okay, so there are these kind of people in an organization. Definitely you'll come across when you get into any company. So be very careful with everyone. And also try to spread your network as much as possible in your organization, not only in your team. Try to spread your network in to the other people also, so that will definitely help you at any point of time. Okay, maybe you may think like, as I am working in this team, that's okay if I have a good rapport with this team, but please don't think like that. If you have a very good network in your organization, that will be really helpful for you in all the ways. And also be polite, and be simple and smart to all the employees in the organization, like to whomever you are interacting. Be in be in a nice manner with them. Then only they can help you out if you have any kind of problems in the organization. And these are the main points. And also I just want to tell you, just balance your professional career and your personal life. This is very very important in everyone's life. Okay, when you could not balance this, then it will affect any of this, because when you involve completely in your work, that is fine, but when you are putting everything of you only in the professional career, then it will definitely affect your personal career. So just be very careful. Try to give some time to your personal life also. Otherwise one day you may fed up with your things, and you cannot put any of your efforts, and you get frustrated with everything. You cannot put your efforts on what you are doing. Okay, and one more thing I want to add. When you're working on any kind of issue, when you get some any kind of problem in your work, don't simply go for others help. Okay, once you start doing that, once you feel like somebody may come and help you out on this, somebody may do your work, once you get that feeling, once you started that, maybe some other people at the initial stages, they may help you, because that is the very new for you. But as the days goes on, they also have to work, they also have to prove in their fields, so they may not get that time to help you out. And if you keep on seeking help from others in order to complete your work, it will not work out for you in a long term. So if it is from the starting stage itself, if you get any problem, just try to solve it by yourself, so that whatever the problem, like it may be small or big, if anything comes in the future, you can do it easily. Okay, that's okay. There are some issues which you cannot do that after many trials also. At that time you can reach your leads or managers definitely. But for the simple things or for anything, please don't reach to other people. Please don't seek for help from other people. It will not be very much helpful for you when you go further in any organization. So these are the key points which I really want to share with you. Please be very careful with the people in the organization. Try to mingle with any like almost like try to spread your network in the organization. And also one thing, as I told, like you should be smart enough with the people and all. Don't be a kind of person, don't behave like a kind of person to judge other people. uh, as I said, some scenarios you may think like when you are interacting with the people, you may think like, is he that kind of person, is he that kind of person, like don't think in that way. Okay, don't try to judge the people, try to understand them, that's it. When you try started when you started judging the people, it will be again a different impact. It will waste your time. It is just waste of time. Just to try to understand the other people, try to mingle with them, that's it. Okay, you can judge the people definitely. You'll get a chance when you become a lead or when you become a manager. Definitely, you should judge. Like you should give some ratings and all to them. Definitely, at that time you can judge your team. But at the very starting or when you're working in a team, please don't do that. Don't ever judge anyone in your organization or in the external things also. Don't ever judge anyone. So these are the key points which I really want to share with you. So I think this is very useful for most of the people who want to start their career as a fresher or trainee, and those who are already working in the organization, they might not know like these kind of people will also be in the organization. But from my experience, I'm just telling it. Try to be away from the negative people, and don't let any negative thoughts like affect your positive mindset. And also I just want to add one more thing. Once you get into the organization, maybe after 2 years you become very strong in the technology or in the company. Once you're done with that, uh, yes, once you're done with that, you may get some experience, some exposure to that organization or to the technology, right? Once you complete that, then from your third year or fourth year, just try to update your profile at least for 4 to 5 months in any of the job portals. It is not because of switching your job or anything. It is not in that way. I'm just telling you this because when you update your profile in any of the job portals, you will get calls for interviews and all. So when you attend those interviews, then you will come to know what are all the technology standards in the market. So what are all the areas you need to improve, because you are on the same organization for many years. Maybe you are very strong, you are a pro in that skill, but you don't know what is going on in the market outside. So in order to get to know, like in order to improve in all areas of that particular skill or technology, try to update your profile in any of the portals and try to attend some interviews, so that you'll get to know what is happening in the outside market. So these are the few important points I want to add today. Try to do that, try to implement it, and be smart enough in once you get into your professional career. Thank you so much.